Extra. Now we're joined by Bill Glauber, who's covering the U.S. Senate race for us. And Bill, you're going to get a law degree before this is over, I presume, because we've got all these complaints back and forth.
Bringing out the lawyers. You know the campaign's really going well when both sides are bringing out the lawyers.
Let's start with the Johnson complaint versus Feingold, or the GOP versus Feingold.
GOP versus Feingold is they're claiming that he did politicking while a federal worker when he was an envoy to Africa. They're also claiming that that the Progressives United Political Action Committee and nonprofit, they're calling it a slush fund. Feingold says no wrongdoing. He didn't do politicking while on UN time.
All right.
Well, on State Department time.
All right, and then give us the quick view of Feingold and the Democrats versus Johnson. This is a familiar issue to folks, especially Dan at the table.
You know, both of them are. Dan created both issues.
Dan, it's you. We have you to blame for this.
Sorry.
The deferred compensation Johnson received at the time he left Packer, which was the manufacturing firm he helped create. It was a $10 million deal that he got, and it coincidentally, say the Democrats, he spent $9 million on the 2010 race. So they're saying that this is an illegal contribution to his 2010 race. So they have filed charges with the Senate Ethics Committee. Let's be honest, neither charge is going anywhere at this stage. This is what they do at these late stages in campaigns. It does muddy the waters, and they're both trying to raise the negatives of the other.
And don't be surprised if the fact that they filed a complaint becomes something that's included in ads in the next month or month.
Right. You'll see this little cycle. The headline about the complaint will become a part of the ad about the complaint. You know, so it goes back.
So
and
you've
forth
been through this
the,
too.
I've been through this many times. Yeah. So but for the voters, you mentioned this, Bill. I mean, it's sort of. I mean, how do you decipher?
I think
what's
it's
right,
noise.
what's wrong,
I
what's
honestly
important,
think for the voters, it's going to be mostly noise. All they're trying to do is ramp up the negatives of the other. It seems to be a close race. I got to believe the race is going to be determined on something other than these two charges that take more than a sentence to explain. Once you get beyond a sentence to explain a controversy, then you're in the weeds.
I think they'll try to simplify both issues and try to make them fit a larger narrative, which is the Progressives United argument that they're going to try to make is that Russ Feingold says he's for all of these ideals, yet he's a hypocrite. When it came to him, he ended up violating a number of his promises, and he ran.
You lost me on the third sentence.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, get the next one in one sentence.
The next one, the next one's not as complicated. That Ron Johnson used corporate money to reimburse himself for the money he spent on the first race.